My name is Jordan Standridge, and the only thing I can explain for the reason why I'm standing here today is because of the Lord's sovereign hand. I grew up in Rome, Italy as a missionary kid and was exposed to the true gospel at a young age. And I remember giving my life to the Lord and understanding that I was a sinner and needed to repent. But I grew up confused. I grew up in a situation in my family where my parents were living a divorced life before being divorced, so they lived in separate rooms. And so as long as I can remember, that was happening. And I just grew up confused. And at the age of 13, we had to move back to America because of this situation. And so I just had a wrong view of the church. I didn't understand anything about ecclesiology. And the church I moved to in America was an Armenian church, and the youth group, let's just say it was interesting. And so I was completely confused as to what it meant to be a Christian, what it was like to be a Christian, what it looked like, how to live life, what a Christian marriage looked like. And it reached a culminating point in my senior year of high school where I would wake up in the middle of the night with anxiety attacks, crying, not understanding what God's plan for my life was, not understanding that He was a sovereign God. And I would wake up for months straight, just in the middle of the night, with these panic attacks. And never did I think, let me get to the Bible to find my answers. So after high school, when I graduated, I had the option to go to Oklahoma Wesleyan University on a soccer scholarship. I had no clue where Oklahoma was. I didn't know what a Wesleyan was. And the other option was to go to Italy and do a 10-week Bible school where you would read the entire Bible, and on the weekends you would visit churches and do evangelism. And maybe because I knew I was going to get to eat a lot of pizza and pasta, I decided that I would go to Italy and do the Bible school. And God sovereignly orchestrated that the week before the Bible school started, John MacArthur would be there to preach at a conference my dad had organized. And for the first time, I heard the word sovereignty of God. And it was life-changing. I remember just being all the way in the back of the room, helping, but just being zeroed in by MacArthur and just understanding he's preaching to me. I need to learn about this God. And after that week, the panic attacks went away. I just understood something about God that I'd never understood before. And then the Bible school started, and I got to read from Genesis through Revelation in 10 weeks, just who the sovereign God was. And I saw Him at work in Israel, with obviously culminating in bringing Christ. And it was life-changing. And then I got to go on the weekends and evangelize in churches. And for the first time, I shared my faith, and it just gave me a passion for evangelism. And I discovered this sovereign God in this Bible school. And I started seeing Him in my own life. I decided I was going to come to the Master's College after meeting John MacArthur and him helping me with scholarships. I still needed to come up with $12,000 in 6 months in order to pay for the first year of school. And I was still in Florida at the time. And so my brother was a waiter at the time and making about $2,000 a month. So 6 months, $12,000, that made sense. And I had never had a job other than being a dishwasher before that. And so I walk into Outback, I walk into Olive Garden. I try to tell them I speak Italian. They could care less. And trying to get a job. And so I look up in the yellow pages. There's this restaurant called Villa Bruno Ristorante Italiano. And I'm like, okay, let me try this one. So I put on probably this suit. And the restaurant was closed during lunchtime. And so I walk through the back. I go inside the door. I peek in. And there's an old man sitting at his desk. And I said, can I have a waiter job? And he says, no, sorry, we have too many waiters right now. And so instantly I said, posso avere un lavoro, in Italian. Can I have a job? And he said, you're hired. And so the Lord, I just saw the Lord's sovereignty in that situation. I came to the Master's College. I tried out for the soccer team 2 weeks before school started. I didn't make the team. Turns out I had too much pizza and pasta in Italy. And so I was placed into a Wow Week group last second. And I walk up to my group, and I have a bad attitude. I didn't make the soccer team. And I look to my right, and my beautiful future wife is there. And instantly I say, okay, I can handle this week. It's not going to be that bad. And the Lord's provided me with a wonderful wife, Jenny. She's been an incredible support over these 5 years that I've been in seminary. And we have 2 sons, Davide and Matteo. They're Italian. And the third on the way, which the name is not revealed yet. I came here not knowing anything about how to be a Christian. I came here not understanding what it meant to be a servant of God and what it looked like. And the Lord provided me with many men, several TMS guys that came to me and saw my interest and my zeal for the Lord and came alongside me, rebuked me, helped me, encouraged me, gave me opportunities to ministry. Austin Duncan gave me the opportunity to be a shepherd in Crossroads, which has been incredible for me. Just being able to preach every week and being able to do evangelism and shepherd people. And I'm so thankful for Davey Muxlow, who gave me a job for these 4 years. And thank you to Dr. MacArthur, obviously, and to other professors. My goal is to go back to Italy as a missionary. My goal is to get there. I don't know what the timing is or what the path is, but that's my goal. And I'm so thankful for God's sovereign hand. And let me encourage you guys, the Lord is sovereign. We don't see it at all times, but the Lord is always working in our lives. Thank you.